Good evening, folks. Wally here, and today we're going to be checking out episode 2 of season 2 of One Piece Netflix live action. Um, as you've probably seen in the first episode left me a bit wanting. I was not entirely happy with the direction it went. I think overall it was a pretty decent episode, but I think it was weaker than the season 1 episode. I think it was definitely weaker. I think the pacing was off, and I think that some added storylines, like Bardo's storylines, were not really necessary, and I think kind of detracted from the overall flow of the story. But even then, I think it was still a really solid episode of TV. And let's jump right into episode 2. Ooh, a Nami-centric episode on crossing Reverse Mountain. I'm very down to see a more in-depth exploration of climbing Reverse Mountain. Oh, this looks good. The water actually looks really good here. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of down for this. Okay.
That's a lot of shipwrecks. See, not everyone ends up on the bottom of the ocean.
It doesn't help, Zoro. That really doesn't help.
Keep us steady, Usopp. Go easy on the whipstaff.
Jacob does an impeccable job at acting Usopp. Like, he feels like Usopp to the T. Oh, 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 this is really cool. Oh, I really like this. Okay. Oh, this is a really nice Nami focus. We stand good reverse mountain action. The manga didn't really have enough time to kind of gas Nami's actual expertise up, but like she is the reason that they're still alive in the Grand Line. I think a lot of people really forget that and her role on the ship because of power scaling. You're gonna come down, brother. You gotta come down the peak. We're gonna go down. We're going down, guys. Guys.
All we have to do is go down.
This POV is really good. This is a really good POV. Okay. Okay. Episode 1 is forgiven. Episode 2 is fire so far. They're cooking. They're cooking with gas. Inaki makes such a good Luffy. That's literally what Luffy would say.
Map say anything about a giant whale?
Obviously not.
Do we think Luffy's okay?
This is a pretty big deviation. Okay, we're gonna spend a while inside Laboon, huh?
Durable. We need to find a way out of here.
Why don't you let me come up with a plan this time?
I didn't know the whale was gonna be there, okay? At least I didn't break the whipstaff with my giant muscles. Not a compliment.
Not a compliment.
Okay, Usopp, you know how to fix the mains, right?
Of course, but the tiller's useless without a new rouse, so...
Think you can find one out there?
Out there. On those perilous wrecks.
Perilous and most likely haunted.
Sounds like it's a two-man job. Well, they're gone. I will work out a plan to get us out of here.
I'll handle it.
A sword isn't gonna get us out of a whale.
We'll see about that.
Kingdom of Alabasta is on the verge of civil war, and their princess is still missing, possibly abducted. Meanwhile, the Revolutionary Army gains supporters every day in its quest to overturn the world government.
They're setting up a lot.
In Logtown,
Oh,
Dragon.
they're just dropping it.
He aided the Straw Hats in their escape.
Did he not?
They're dropping it early. Holy shit. The dragon drop?
If you want to do your duty, I'll show you what a real threat looks like.
Are they gonna fight? There's no shot they do a Garp versus Smoker fight. That was a really good conversation between them. I really liked how they weaved in actual narrative plot points without it seeming forced. That did not feel forced at all. That felt like a very organic conversation. Oh. Cut the stomach acid. Yeah, it's acid, brother. Yep. The fucking goober grin.
Rudder's fixed. I'll use this to poke that big punching bag looking thing on the roof of his mouth.
The uvula?
The punching bag.
Oh, well. Whatever. Then you will be puked to freedom.
Oh no. First of all, I don't think Zoro knows what vulva is. But that was a great joke. That's not something that would ever fly in One Piece, but that was a really great addition to the live action. I support it. That was really well done. Please don't be lame. Please don't be lame. Please don't be lame. There she is. Ooh, they have the Egyptian kind of beats in her theme. Okay, I like this. Okay. She's got the yo-yos, the old swirling blades.
Then why keep doing it?
Because
I made a promise.
I made a promise too.
Ooh, that was a nice comeback.
You share your dock with us, and we'll share our music and our food with you.
I hate your music, and I have no.
He's such a good grouch.
Some of our booze?
There he is. Oh, he can sing. He can sing. What? Oh, holy shit. This is actually a vibe.
After all is said and done, you'll end up a
Skeleton.
Spread your tail from dawn till dusk upon these foamy seas.
Ooh. Silky smooth. Aww. That was really good. Ship a Pinks is pretty. Yep, there they go. Aw, that baby whale looks way too real. Not the tears. Oh man.
Taking care of your friends.
I'm feeling things. This is making me feel things.
Just what he's stuck with.
Could be a whole lot
Tries to
worse.
trust you.
It doesn't matter. Laboon has been injected so many times, the sedative is losing its effectiveness. When it stops working altogether,
Hey, there's gonna be another way to help him out. To get him to accept his crew is gone.
Give him a new crew.
you wouldn't accept it.
Oh. Oh, that's a really good cut. Oh, that was actually narratively so well done.
How's it looking?
Holy shit, I did not that left me flabbergasted. Oh, that was immaculate.
You don't have to worry about me.
Numbers and days for code names.
Clever.
Oh. Oh, that's very nice. They've done a restructuring of the plot that's made it a lot more cogent for live action and grounded. They've taken out the whole inner submarine bits, and they've made a really good conflict out of the Laboon and Reverse Mountain storyline. They've made a really good conflict out of this to make it essentially a bottle episode, which is really good for saving their budget as well. They can, animate the whale a few times and just reuse the footage. And it's a really good way to do an episode and stay in the budget. Oh, not the Nika pose. He hit the Nika pose. Emily Rudd's acting has also improved by a mile. I didn't think her acting in episode 1 was that great, but episode 2, she's done a really good job at showing off Nami and giving off that vibe of uh, innocent, trying to prove herself kind of attitude, but also kind of buckling under the pressure and needing the support.
Captain Smoker's warned me against talking about my dreams too much. And talking in general.
Oh,
Physical abuse aside.
I don't like the way that Smoker is being portrayed, because I think Smoker is way more than that shallow. I'm not really happy about Smoker being shown as being kind of like abusive of dreams or anything like that. I hope that they kind of show a more softer side of him, because it's there. It's there in Smoker. A door repairman.
You know, if you ever get sick of living
This
on an
this
island,
episode is so good.
there's a lot of room inside Laboon. Probably build a whole house in there. Live pretty comfortably.
Oh, that's really good.
How cool would that be?
That's so good. How cool would that be, huh?
If things
Who would have
truly
think?
go to shit,
I'll keep it in mind.
What do we do with our friends tied up on board?
I'd prefer if you didn't leave 2 assassins on my little oasis.
And the lady did help save Usopp.
She did.
I still don't trust them.
Nor should you.
Yeah, we'll take them to the next island with us and figure out what to do with them there.
If we can get to the next island.
Lock post time? Lock post time?
I don't think I really anticipated just how different things were going to be here. I don't have the right skills. I don't have the right tools.
There comes the doubt.
I don't
Okay.
even know what a log pose is. How am I supposed to navigate you when I don't even know where I'm going? I'm so out of my element.
Out of our element is when this crew does its best work.
Oh, the silent gasp from Zoro after they've been fighting all episode.
It measures the magnetic field between islands. After reaching an island and spending some time there, the log pose resets, locks onto a new island.
Okay, that sounds easy.
Here on Twin Capes, it locks onto an island from one of 7 possible magnetic fields. So even 2 ships that leave the same place might not follow the same course.
All right, listen up, Laboon. That Jolly Roger right there, it's a symbol of your friendship with the Straw Hats.
Symbol of friendship.
Hit your head against that wall again,
It's coming back. Oh, it's coming back all around.
or you'll make it disappear. I get why you're waiting for your friends. It's because you believe in them. Well, you're one of us now, Laboon. We'll come back to you. That's a promise.
Aww, that's the trailer shot.
So, what do you think, Roger? Perhaps he's the one we've been waiting for. The one who will make it to Laugh Tale and find the One Piece.
Luffy? Next island is straight ahead.
That just stun locked me. That stun locked me. There's no shot. What is the end game here? Is One Piece actually ending soon? Are they gonna actually get there? Okay. Okay. That was an immaculate second episode. The first episode left me really wanting. Second episode, perfection. Incredible. Incredibly well done. They introduced a ton of plot points, a ton of little thematic moments at the start. They brought it back together at the end. You had Zoro and Nami kind of at each other's throats, and by the end, they're friends again. You had Miss Wednesday dropped subtle hints about being a caring person and then flipping it around. You had Crocus and Luffy set it up. You believe in them. Laboon still believes, and Luffy says you should stop believing at some point. And then Crocus says that you didn't stop. And this episode did so much good in the narrative sense. It's insanity to me. Like, I'm leaning forward because I'm so enthusiastic about this. Like, the narrative quality of this episode was so much better than the last one. I don't know what happened in the first episode. The first episode felt way more truncated and it felt way more disjointed to me and not really One Piece. This one brought all the energy. The writing, the mythos, the lore, the inclusion of the Rumbar pirates, setting up things that were obviously not foreshadowed in the manga, but setting them up here. Really well done. The laugh tail change, I'm not so sure about. The smoker change. The smoker change is not something that I am happy about. I think that the smoker change making him, he is a hard ass, but he's never been this big of a hard ass to Tashigi. And Tashigi never kind of had that like empowering moment for herself, and I don't think it was necessary here either. I think that moment comes up in Alabasta. I think this here was kind of almost showing Smoker to be someone that he is not in the canon. And I know this story is trying to make it so that it's kind of a different canon, but I think that I don't think they needed to do that. I think that was a misstep for them to make Smoker that way, because I know that general audiences are going to not like Smoker. They're gonna start hating on him. But Smoker's never done anything, like, from his perspective, he's never done anything that wrong. And he's never held Tashigi back. He literally hasn't. He's always been like, okay, you wanna come with? Fine, come along. And like, that whole part was artificially injected and I was not a fan of that. Like, Nami had such a good empowerment moment in this episode. She felt confident at the start, then her confidence was plummeted down, then it was brought back up again with the help of her friends. It was a really neat little structure they did. A nice little bell curve. Get your deep valley of despair and you go back up to your high. And they did it really well. So I think that they were trying to parallel that with Tashigi. I don't think they did it well. Besides that, I think everything was really well done. Setting up Baroque words was really well done. The intro card for the Baroque words agents, really well done. Like, I approve of everything. I really need to see how Whiskey Peak is gonna be. So let's cut it here. See y'all next time. Bye bye.